Hello, everyone. We are back after the fantastic interview with Garja. I've got Yumio here with me as well, and we're casting Sampu versus Lucas.
Yep, and the matchup will be Indians against Japanese, so we have ourselves a classic Asian matchup on Kamchatka, so we're even on the right continent here.
Yeah, it's always a good start.
Exactly.
Uh, so at the bottom right of the map here, we've got Sampu. He's spawning as Indians, as we mentioned. Top left or top right, I guess, as well. Lucas in the green here playing as Japan. What do you think is going to happen in this matchup? I haven't seen this one in a while, actually, myself.
I don't really know how. I don't know Lucas that well at all, but he played pretty good against Bramboy before. So in this matchup, I expect Sampu to do some aggressive India bio. He likes his consulate build order, where he sends like 300 export, 5 Sepoy, and 4 solar in a consecutive order. So we might see that from him. And I'm guessing some defensive play coming out of Japan.
Yeah, and that makes sense as well. The way this map is spawned, it looks like there's some pretty good wood treasures on the table too. That may kind of influence how aggressive Sampu's going to be able to be here. He just walked by 85 wood, and he's picked up 50 in base already. And if you kind of look at the bottom of the map, there's also there's another 40 wood and some
Yeah,
gold as well.
yeah, yeah. I like the scouting of Sampu. He went straight for the middle map and he picked up already 2 goats, which the livestock is really nice for India because it gives them XP and they have an XP deficit in the start, kind of. So these goats are really nice for them. I don't really like what Lucas is doing. He didn't go for the middle. He could contest. He could have contested this wood treasure, and he also didn't use his cherry orchard to scout
Yeah, and
for livestock.
he just double poofed. I think he's worried he's gonna shrine right here. I feel like, which is kind
Uh,
of really awkward for two
yeah,
reasons. One, those two animals are far away. Two, it's not out in the middle of the map, which is usually where you want to shrine early game. And then three, as you say, is not in the map. Like Sampu is just destroying him in this age one already with the 85 wood already picked up for him.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so a little bit of inexperience, I guess, for Lucas that he maybe he doesn't really know how much these things can matter. I mean, in the end, it's not gonna really affect the game in the sense that you will win or lose outright, but it does gives you a small edge, right? I mean, 85 wood for India is really big. He has about 5 sheep now, 6 maybe, 5. Oh no, he doesn't
He
have
only
that
has
many
like three
actually.
sheep
Only
actually.
3. I'm surprised by that. I think there were supposed to be 2 goats in the middle of the map that didn't spawn.
I thought he got those two goats. I thought that's where he got his only
Yeah,
two
but there
goats from.
normally are 4 in the middle.
Oh yes, yes. There's oftentimes four in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. But still, he's getting 80 coin as well, which is
Yeah.
also nice.
These Sampu stuns on these tigers are driving me nuts. He keeps splitting them up, and then
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. That's not the best. You can get them together, then you get them faster.
yeah, and you don't take any damage either, which is
Yeah.
why his elephants kind of lost some HP here. But still, no problem at all. His aggro's already dropped
He didn't
down.
he didn't lose too much though. Only 100 HP on one, so it's
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
not too bad at all. I mean, he's as I was saying, he's already placed his aggro, and he's aging up with we didn't mention this, but he's gonna obviously do aggro for it in the middle of the map here for the control and the ability to get those units in there faster. So
Yep.
at the same time,
Uh,
now Lucas's wonder's going down too. So
mhm. In the end, Lucas did quite well with the goat war. Actually, he got most of them, I'd say even.
yeah, he did
There's
actually.
only 2 for Sampu somehow, and
He,
Lucas has like 6 now.
I don't know how he managed to pull it off. He had so much time to scout the map, and I guess he just if we looked, he just kind of didn't quite run into any of them.
Yeah, he did have a monkey that helped.
Yeah, this 85 coin is going to be another like getting 160 coin, actually even 180.
He's gonna go for the 150 coin right now.
Yeah, yeah. So let's add it up. I didn't realize it's 150. It's even bigger. So he's
Yeah, so
at
that's 230.
230 plus
Yeah,
the other 30 plus the other 30. So he's got
oh yeah,
260 gold already when he
yeah.
takes
If he
this.
gets it, I think
I think he's going to stun this one correctly.
Lucas is going in that direction, so he'll probably be too late
Yeah, it was a good
because of
stun.
yeah because of the stomps. Yeah, he's gonna be too late. He doesn't notice it, I think. No, he's just going there to shrine, so he'll be too late. That's really too bad. Um,
It's like
Um,
free imperial, like imperial bureaucracy almost. You could do with that.
yeah. And it just means like you can put all your units on coin and wood right now. He doesn't, sorry, food and wood. He doesn't really need to gather any coin if he was gonna do a support rush, but it does seem like he will do his, um,
Uh,
actually he doesn't have a consulate up, so we might see just a normal 12 support here.
Huge
Uh,
deal coming out of Lucas. He sent Kami and then sent Colonial Militia.
ooh,
So he's gonna have 600 wood, but it's not gonna be very fast. And maybe if Sampu doesn't realize that this is the play Lucas is taking, it may very well cost him quite a bit.
yeah.
If he
If
tries, if he lingers.
Sampu is not being aggressive, then that's kind of a wasted card right there. And he doesn't wall, which I then don't like. If you go for Colonial Militia, you have to kind of wall to get the most effect of it.
I'm also
'Cause-
okay. I'm okay with it because like it baits him into getting up in the TC more, so you can get some more shots up. But I mean, Gurkha first, a Gurkha opener is definitely not going to be so deep that it's not going to
yeah.
get deep under the TC for the Colonial Militia to help.
And he sent 600 wood first, so actually no aggressive opening from Sampu at all. Kind of called that wrong. Very defensive play by Lucas, so we were at least right on that. Lucas also expecting hyper aggression from Sampu, but kind of a psychological warfare here maybe, and he's not going for it. Just sieging with the 2 Sapu and the elephants.
Yeah, and if you look, all of Tier 1 is in for Sampu with 600 wood on the table. Honestly, this could even be a TP type of play here. We'll see what he does with the wood, though.
Yeah. I don't have the UI installed because it doesn't work on my resolution, but
Yeah. I got it covered.
okay.
The chat, you can ask the chat as well.
Yeah, consulate coming down now from Sampu. Barracks from Lucas. I guess Yumi will be coming out of that.
Yep, he did
Perhaps
600
he
wood.
shouldn't even make any units, to be honest, because
Colonial Militia.
he has Colonial Militia, and I don't think he should try to challenge this in H2.
Yeah, I'm
If
with
you
you on
send
that one.
Colonial Militia, then there's like you don't want to be out on the map really. You just want to get to H3, maybe get you do that old Buaka style where you go 3 TCs and then FI. I don't know if you played that guy, but
Yeah, that guy, he's the one who discovered, I guess, in a way, the F5 potential of Japan, and everyone else just took that and made it better. Look at the damage that Gurkha, jeez.
yeah, 2 shots. And he didn't even have 10 in the beginning, I think,
Yeah, I don't think so either.
because it didn't do like I think it should maybe even one shot it, right?
So it's got 112. Well, I guess it's anti-ship attack. It's 10 attack per vil, 100 attack with 50% more,
Yeah,
so
so it's
150.
nearly one shot.
Then you got to do the 30% range resist. So
Yeah.
take 45-ish off of that. So it does 105, almost one shot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's
15
making quite
Yumi
a
on the
lot of
field.
Yumi. Yeah.
Yeah, 15 Yumi on the field, matching the Gurkha count essentially, right? Well, both players are just kind of making their eco plays. We see now Imperial Bureaucracy in for Sampu and 600 gold follow up. So maybe even an age up play from Sampu, but at the same time, he's
Yeah,
made so many Gurkhas, so I don't know.
I expect the age up from him. There's no stable coming down, otherwise he should have dropped the stable.
No, he's not. Force Soar card popping out tells
Mhm.
me that this is going to be an aggressive play.
Do you think it might just be like the Force Sower and then age up behind that?
Yeah. It's going to be aggressive now, though, right? I mean, you don't send
Yeah,
Force Soar and sit there.
yeah, of
I don't
course.
think you do.
Might not be the right moment actually, because there's just 7 Bestieros being shipped here by Lucas, and they pick off the low HP Sower quite fast.
Yep.
And it's not really a good surface area here, and also not much DPS behind it to really
And then Colonial
target
Militia.
them down. Yeah, and
Which is
I don't
even
think
more
he
effective here.
needs it, right? Really,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even maybe just to take down the elephants really quickly.
It's nice to have. It's nice to have it. I mean, it's
Yeah,
even
for
more
sure.
effective here because, as we mentioned, it doesn't quite one shot, but with the Yumi's already kind of softening them up, it's going to start one shotting everything.
And it would do nice against the elephants, I think.
Yeah. Did you see how much damage it did? Like
Yeah,
did half
it
of
did
an
a lot of
elephant.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
I guess just a little bit of a trade here.
Yeah.
Quite even, I'd say.
I would say it went quite heavily in Lucas's favor overall, though, because I mean, we were looking at if you, a 4 SOAR shipment involved in that, 600 gold that was spent on units involved in that. Autumn and
But
Bill is just
Sampu
coming out
didn't
now.
lose that many Gurkhas though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, best heroes are also kind of bad units, so losing 5 of those isn't too big of a deal. I guess yeah, it's pretty even.
Stable going down though by Lucas, so we might see him actually playing Colonial, and also
600 gold
stable
too.
now.
I like this play. I feel like Japan needs to start making these kind of surprise moves so that people stop doing
Both
ridiculous
players
things
have a
against
stable,
them.
so we might see what's it called, Zambarax from India,
I
but
want to see SOAR.
Soar might be so. I if it's gonna be Soar, then I'm liking Lucas because I think in
It
small
is.
numbers
It is.
the Naginatis are much better.
Exactly. Even in large numbers, Naginata trade better with other. Like when Cav on Cav happens, Naginata come
Got
up
Tiger
better.
Claws on the field right
Oh,
now.
geez. But those are also kind of bad units, as you probably
Yeah,
know. That
true.
they're just not very good, right? So
You need them just like, but he also has like 5 Soars now, and with all that mass, I think he's
yeah,
okay.
you just
But
cancel. But you just cancel a couple Nagis and call Colonial Militia, and then just
yeah,
destroy
exactly.
him. 5 Nagi out too.
If Sampu is going in too far, and I don't know if he noticed that
He saw the
it's
Nagi.
colonial.
That's a
Yeah, he
huge
must have.
deal. He saw the Nagi, I think.
And I think he also knows that it's colonial militia, so he's not gonna push in too much. He's just gonna try and deny this cherry orchard. And
Second 600 gold.
really, I would like to see a wall here from Lucas. Then he could
Yeah,
have just gathered safely from that. Now this orchard is being denied, and he's losing a few vills here for no real reason. Lost 3 already.
yeah. His Nagi, I'm not sure if the Nagi are a surprise or not. I can't tell. I can't tell if he. Well, he had auto line of sight, so they're not a
Yeah,
surprise.
he
Almost
must.
positive.
But the
But
question is, will he
10.
react to it in time? He has 5 Sepoys now, but will it be enough? I mean, there's like 10 Nagis on the field right
Oh
now.
man, he needs to engage now though. And he needs to be. If he splits off on the Seaboy, this game's his 100%. If he doesn't, then this fight could go quite
It's
poorly. So
really
we've got.
close. I would
Yep.
love to see him call Minutemen right here.
It's okay. The five Seaboy are kind of on the left here on just 2 Nagi, and they're not going to be able to move too quickly from here. And it looks like the Yumi are just going to stand and fire and clean up here.
He lost a lot.
One full HP Nagi, 2 full HP Nagi left, and this is kind of versus
He's
Japan and
fighting
Colonial.
so good.
Oh, that one
So
Seaboy. The one Seaboy just needs to die. Oh man, and it's finally gone. And yeah,
it
he cleaned up.
doesn't really matter, right? Like all the
I'm
all the
actually
Gurkha
behind it too.
all the Gurkha are dead. There's just gonna be probably he's gonna ship the Daimyo now.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to. I mean, he's just going to clean up right here. I love the fact that he's not letting these SOAR slow him down at all. The 2 Nagi skipping right past it to clean the Gurk up completely. And now he's just starting to pick up some of the bills that were some of shipments. And it almost looks like Sampu is kind of surprised and doesn't know what to do. I mean,
And
I don't know what I would do here.
we can see here that Lucas is showing he's making a good showing for himself. Like he's mechanically really good.
Yes.
He's just like he's lacking in the knowledge department a little bit, like how he did the scouting and stuff. But
Yeah.
how he handled that fight was really good.
He needs to fall back, though, now, because he has 1,000 wood in the bank. And he is waiting to get surprised by something coming out of a consulate, coming out of somewhere. He's waiting to get
And he
surprised.
still has his explorers like being idle. He could be shrining the whole map right now.
Yeah, exactly. He could be
As you
200
said,
shrine pop.
surprise like a few Soars there, but the mass holding strong.
Yeah.
I
would.
don't know.
I mean,
He has to. He's on Japan consulate. He should. I don't know how much export he has right now, but he should get some Yamabushi in and
he can
siege
get
down
3 of
there.
them. But yeah, he should.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan here of just pulling back and taking the lead here, and just like knowing that you've missed macro. He could have 20. He could have like 10 more Yumi in this fight right now, or 20.
He should pull back because the aggro is still doing quite a lot of damage. He's losing a lot of Yumi here, and really what he wants to is just like get
There's a Seaboy.
get 5 more Nagis on top of the 3. And
Yeah.
just clean everything up.
He
really.
sent 5 Yumi Archer too, which is kind of surprising. So he's like really all in with the amount of resources he has. I'm surprised he sent that. I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of splitting hairs in a way, but I'm just terrified that if you're gonna lose, this is the only way to lose.
Is he really all in?
There they come. There they come.
Like, where are? Oh yeah, that's quite bad.
It's
Um,
okay. I mean, it's just not the best, you know.
Sompu's kind of running out of herds though.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just out of steam. The explorers are even joining in the fight now.
yeah,
I
I
think
don't like
he's
that.
just.
Does he still have that much wood? He should really
Oh,
be fine.
he's down to 500 food and wood. It's almost maybe it's kind of like a treaty thing, you know. You just like with the bank
Yeah,
and the whole thing where you have like your bank and you want to kind of like hold it at a certain number and that kind of thing. But he's killed so many villagers here. He's up to 300 export now from all the fighting and resource gathering and stuff. So he's by now he's able to make he's able to make 5 clubs, right? And
yeah.
or
Yeah,
Bushido
he's
tactics.
in a good spot, but he should go eco now because India on the back of this, I think they have quite a decent eco. His problem is just really that he's out of hunts, kind of, and um, Lucas knows that where he's mining right now, so he's going for a raid already.
Yeah, but Lucas is up by eight villas effectively, considering shrines. And you have to remember, I guess it doesn't consider trickles. Let me look at yeah, but he's only got 1 trickle, so he's up by 5 vills. But you have to remember how many vills that Sampu lost up here. He lost like 4 or 5, right? So
Yeah, the 4 from the consulate and the 1 from the that built the aggro, so that's fine.
at this point, I don't see why you'd make a single Nagi ever again. Like at this point, just Ashi Yumi and just attack
Yeah.
move through with a giant ball, and you can't really lose. Besides
Although
these Nagis raiding.
the Nagis, yeah, they are nice for raiding. I like it. And Sampu, knowing that a raid was coming, he might have seen it before, but the vills
It's
are still
not
gonna get
enough.
caught.
It's not enough with 4 more Nagi coming, and
Yeah.
you could just destroy those. You could just fight them and kill them. But
Minutemen were called.
yeah, I'm saying the Minutemen he could have just killed him. But he's running away. It's a choice. You can go either
But
way.
it doesn't really matter, right? These vills are kind of dead because they're on wood, and wood is not the resource that he needs right now.
Yeah, it's so true.
Ooh, but this might be bad. There are not that many Ashigaru, and
You forget how good Yumi do versus Cav though. So it's not.
and the Cav are being called back here right now to really get into the fight.
Yeah. This fight is going as well as it possibly could have, catching 5 Nagi in the back there with the hand attack Sequoia.
More
But still,
Zeds being coming into the fight though.
yeah. But
But
still,
yeah,
I mean, there's just no
the
way.
Yumi are really strong. Are they? They are upgraded, right?
No, they are not. They just got the card. Just got the card.
Okay.
So the other thing to keep in mind here, though, is like you mentioned, Sambu's bank is now to 1,300 wood, and that's not a resource that he can just dump into Yumi like Japan can. And so this is kind of like the last moment for
I think
Sambu.
it's Rajput time, guys.
Yeah, I think he's out of steam unless he wants to go Fortress and go Rajput with the Explorer slow.
Azam style.
That's
Yeah,
actually a legit strat, by the way. But yeah, I mean, he's just flooding in here. I don't know what he can do.
It does seem that this game is over right now because Japan is just now trickling in 10 more Ashi. So that means that he gotten the upgrade in the consulate for batch training.
Yeah, Bushido.
Yeah,
Tactics.
and 7 more Naginatas coming in here. So I don't think that there's any way that Sampu will be able to hold from here on out. And yeah, if Lucas identifies that Sampu is like needed for rest, then he will just raid as he's doing right now.
Well, he can see it. He's got house line of sight on this.
And yeah, on that one too, the other mine. Good game.
Yeah, good game for
And
Sampu.
maybe not the result that people were expecting, but yeah, really good showing here by Lucas. I'm surprised actually.
Yeah, that was impressive. I mean, overall, just impressive the level of coordination that he had on multiple fronts. Things like raiding like this is not really a treaty skill, right? So he's taken his mechanics that he's gained from playing a lot of treaty and adapted them well to actually playing supremacy correctly. And
well, map awareness is important in 3D as well, and he just generally showed like really good game skills, good map awareness, good micro in the fight, good macro. Apart from perhaps stacking that wood, but he was probably focused on the fight a lot.
I mean, but at this point he's at 150 food, 9 wood, and 200 gold, and he had switched fully to Ashinagi. It was well done.
Yeah,
So.
just he needs to work a little bit on getting a little bit of those supremacy tricks and doing the scouting better and stuff like that. But like I said in the beginning, those are not the things that like lose you games, right?
Yeah. I mean, he very very well played from both sides. So let's. I'm hopping out of game now. Let's see what's gonna come up next year with Lucas picking Civ first. Maybe Sampu is gonna pull out something cool.
It
Oh
seems
man.
like they already picked their civs. We're gonna see China against Russia.
Yeah, I have this feeling it's going to be a replay of the SmackDown game that you may or may not have seen. Oh, maybe
Oh,
not.
it's changing to Germany. I'm
Okay.
surprised by that because I think that Sampu knows this matchup quite well. I played it a few times against him, and I felt like really hopeless. And usually I'm quite confident against Sampu, but in that matchup, I don't know. He always rushed me, and I always felt like there isn't much that I could do to hold off like a 3-unit combo that early.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, is this the right UI?
No, it's not.
Okay. But yeah, Germany against China, and we already saw this matchup before
Does he have it or something?
in
He's trying.
Prince. No, he doesn't have it, as far as I know. So
Sorry.
you give it to him. Yeah. We already just saw this matchup in Prince against Noel, so I'm interested how this one will play out.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that game Noel was a little bit out of practice, right? And he just gotten back from his flight. So I don't know. I didn't feel from watching that game that there was anything too decisive about the matchup. That was kind of learned there for me.
No, I think the same. The matchup is really close. I'm not sure who wins it. I think Germany is favored, but like either one of them makes a mistake and it just flips the other way.
Yeah. I invited you. I'll send you the map. I'll just send everyone the map so that way it's.
I have the maps
Oh,
already.
okay. Do you have the? This one was bugged though when you guys were
Yeah,
playing.
I just downloaded the new version.
Okay, cool. No, we're good. All right, I need to have 2 minutes, guys. I got to charge my headphones because they're hanging on by a thread here. So while the game gets set up, I'm gonna go to overlay and just 1 or 2 minutes here to get ready for
Okay.
the next game.
All right.
Welcome back, and we are now into game number 2. Looks like Sampu decided to not quite take that German route, and he's going for Sampu Russians. So we get to see the legend itself.
Yeah, not so long ago you were touting him as the even better version of Darwin Giovanni, but he has been quite inactive lately, so perhaps a little bit of rust as well in the last game.
Yeah, exactly. The better Darwin Giovanni. He just reminds me of Darwin Giovanni in the sense that he's got he plays like a little bit different builds, I think, than what
A
was
lot.
good with Russia a long time ago. And then also, I don't know, just Russia only. It's pretty easy to label someone.
Yeah.
Along the Darwin Giovanni. So anyway, Somppu spawning in the top left here as the blue Russian player, and we talked about him already. And Lucas pulling off the upset in game one. Now he's bringing out another Asian Civ, China here. I'm eager to see what he's going to bring to the table here against probably a pretty strong Russian, early game attack that's going to be coming.
No. Let's start off with being critical right here. I don't like the village placement.
Yeah, village placement.
I don't like it. It's just only covering my trees, and it's, I think, maybe too far from the TC.
Yeah, it's 2 tiles too far.
I would have loved it between the TC and the berries, and then the other one between the TC and the mine. That's where I would have put them.
I would have put it in the same position as where it is now, just 2 tiles closer to the town center, just like. But because I like the way it blocks access to the back mine, and really, you're never gonna. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of popping villas into the village for long, so I don't really need them to be near gather points.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, either way, both are just.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to go from the mine to the village and then into the TC, kind of like that.
Oh yeah, like just kind of chain them along.
Yeah, and I do like them near that resource because basically, if there's going to be cav coming in, you want them not to walk too far to something, right? So you just want to put them into the village. The second village is in a good spot. I like that spot in general. Just it's close to the mine. It's in the back of the base, and it's pretty good, I suppose.
Yeah, my concern here is where is he? He has to put his wonder like.
Somewhere
between almost at this point the summer palace almost has to go in between that house and the TC kind of because he's just so vulnerable to getting units moved in on him right now.
I don't know, I would put it like above the berries or in front of the berries. Anyway, we're missing some treasures. 80 wood being picked off by Lucas, and that's actually pretty big. Means that he can he dropped that village without gathering 100 wood for it, I think, and maybe you can confirm that.
Yes, he's only overchopped by 2 wood, so he's gotten an advantage from that.
And Somppu actually picking up 150 coin, not something that he needs immediately, but that will definitely be nice for his first 2 batches of musketeers. He basically got them for free because he already had like 100 coin and he picked up 150 coin right now. So
yeah, and then also the small coin building on top of that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he basically has like his first market upgrade and first 2 musketeer batches coin worth for free. Still 75 coin actually that he also scouts now, so if he gets that will be even better. And there is 60 wood in that spot that no one ever checks.
Yeah, this spot maybe? Yeah.
And other than that, all the good treasures really have been taken, so we might see Lucas here coming in here to intercept that treasure. Maybe not.
I think he'll be a little too late to the party here, but it depends on the wolf ran exactly the right direction, so there's no.
And so 1 will going forward for a forward blockhouse by Somppu, and he's putting it in the back. It seems like near the native post.
Yeah, what is this?
But
okay, there we go. I like this spot actually, but I think it's just enough out of the way that it may not even get detected. And
it's
Somppu forgetting 70 coin. He forgot a 75 coin.
Yeah, that must have been a misclick by shift. Happens sometimes.
He didn't even walk to it. I think he had gotten distracted trying to place his blockhouse, and then the explorer was in the area.
And he's snared now, so he's gonna lose it probably.
Yeah, and he needs that too. I mean, every bit of coin for this rush. I mean, he could have had 315 coin in the bank without even. He hasn't even gathered his crate yet. It would have been 375 coin in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Without mining.
And he's going to his blockhouse. Don't know if I like that. Just giving away the position. Like otherwise, at least Lucas will have to kind of guess where it is. But now you kind of know that the blockhouse is somewhere there.
Yeah. You know the running joke with Somppu though is that you just know there's going to be a blockhouse like 2 tiles away from your town center.
And you know there's gonna be 3 if you give him enough time. There's gonna be like 3 blockhouses there. I think Lucas had to do a better job at herding, though. He only has one in his TC, and he could have herded that other one, and he should have. Ooh, that's big. He lost a disciple, but he converted one.
That's unfair. Unlucky. There's very few elements of like randomness in this game that are actually pretty much just luck, and this is one of them. The stomp and the conversion on Monk are
I hate those mechanics actually.
Yeah. 10 Strelets out in the field, and what's going to be key this game to me is what is in the queue at all times. Is there always something in the queue, and what specifically is it for Somppu? We got 5 Cossacks as well, and I like that as a good adaptation.
He's going to lose a Vil.
Yeah, 3. I think he's losing 2 here.
Yeah,
he's losing 2 for sure. Maybe 3.
Yeah,
no, just 2.
Yeah, and that's big. That's really big.
Yeah, and in the queue right now, though, we do not have anything else, so... You know, Somppu's he's housed right now. Basically, is his problem.
He's housed. He also has to make villagers.
But he's getting hunting dogs now. He's just queued up 5 muskets, so his queue is coming along pretty fast. Coin isn't even in yet, right? Or it's in and collected, so he's about 80 coin away from aging up. And this is just kind of the super tense moment where Somppu's gotten in there in time. Right? He's denied.
He's lose 1 more Vil.
And he shouldn't even leave because the Wonder's not down yet, and it's literally 70 coin away. Like that's with no way to get it though. You know that could be several minutes even if Somppu just stayed in base.
Yeah. There's one thing I like to do against this. I'm not gonna say it right now because I might use it later, but I have to look out for my own.
You mean as China?
Yeah. Nah, basically as any Civ that does have FF against a Rush Civ. I have a few tricks to deal with this, but
sneaky.
Yeah.
13 Strelet shipment coming in here, and nothing in the queue again for Somppu that isn't villagers. So, but at this point, his mass is so big, and oh no, he had to call the trump card here and not place his Wonder for minutes, and
he still hasn't placed his Wonder.
No. That's why this is huge. I think this game actually might be over now because the Minutemen had to be popped, and he has no way of ever hoping to clear this right now.
Yeah, no. And he's no way for him to gather the wood.
Yep.
Yeah, so this game is over. This is what I said, like, he just rushes you and you it's so hard to deal with it because he comes into your base early and you basically can't send your Minutemen because he has the combo, like he has the 3-unit combo, right? He has Cossacks, Strelets, and Musketeers.
He mixed in, I was going to say, he's got only muskets in the queue now, knowing that his only out to lose this game, or at least to get this, exactly, it's 7 steps. And even if the 8 Chokanu came, like right now, sure, 8 Chokanu could probably push this out, but it's not strong enough to get him up.
There are no more Cossacks. He skipped 4 Cossacks, like... that might be a small risk, but yeah, this game looks pretty much over because
it's not even a risk though, because it's just so slow. Like even if the Chokanu come, you can always just go back, drop a stable, and come back in and just wreck him later. So
yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm not a big fan of this matchup at all.
Me neither.
I would never play it.
I'd
say as much as this is a counter civ, like Russia and Aztecs, I'd say are counter civs to China. And just because of this, they come in with a big mass and they have 3-unit combos. And
your TC just doesn't do well against it, and it comes in before you get a chance to age up. It's not cool. Not cool at all.
And he's losing a lot of Vils trying to gather the wood, and there's just no way that he's ever going to get it. He's sneaking out 1 Vil right now, but yeah, what will it realistically do? And maybe drop 100. Does he have enough resources to age?
No. He's 80 food and 140 coin away, so when those Minutemen popped is when the game was over, basically.
Yeah, he popped it too early too. You have to kind of wait for your unit shipments.
It's a little time for him, but I don't know if that's going to go too well.
I don't think so.
He should have another batch coming out of the Wonder too, I think.
No, they already came out.
The second batch?
No, the first one.
Because we're approaching the second batch. It's 9 minutes, so.
Yeah, it should come out soon. Yeah.
He's housed though. It won't pop. He's housed. He's housed. It won't pop out.
Yeah, true.
He's got 14 villagers and that's it.
You kill the villages and then, like, this is the problem that China have. They have to send 700 wood or they have to send units. And if they send units, then losing their houses is so big. If they send the wood, they'll basically have no units to stop this.
Yeah.
And now it went wrong for Lucas because he shipped the wood, but he couldn't gather it. So basically, he had nothing.
Yeah, basically just never got up. I like Somppu queuing up a TP, but then having his Explorer in his group and not going to build it.
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes. Um, yeah, Lucas resigns, and this is the expected thing. I thought that this would happen from the start.
Yeah, this is just a dumb matchup, really, in a lot of ways. I mean, winning this matchup is a miracle as China, in my opinion. But,
And also on this map, I think this is maybe one of the worst maps that you could have had this matchup on.
yeah, there's not. It's not very good at all.
Because
The
even
hunts are
if
light and
if
far.
Russia, yeah, that too. But even if Russia doesn't do that much damage to kill it, the map is so big that they can basically fall back, build like 4 blockhouses in their base and water boom behind it, and China will just have like a big problem trying to recover from the rush and then trying to mass enough to fight cost effectively against the Russian composition, which may be like the only composition that is more cost effective than the Chinese one.
Yeah, and just one thing to look at the graphs. So from 7 minutes to 10 minutes, right, where we ended the game, he gathered 30 resources
Yeah.
combined. Like that's crazy the amount how little he was able to gather. And it fell off before that, but that was like it was basically flat from 7 minutes on. And as you said, I think we kind of
What about the
explained it.
rules though? Like he basically he got counter sieve. Like I don't think that he would have
Hey,
maybe
what can you
no.
do? Everyone wants strong
Yeah.
mirrors. I don't know.
Yeah.
The game's
Well, at
perfectly
least.
balanced, guys. Don't worry. There's no counter civs. It's gonna be fine.
Well, now Sampu has to choose first. So let's
Yeah,
see if um
if he decides to abuse it.
yeah, if he can abuse it, because the civs do reset now, right? So they can choose any civ again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you
So
mentioned that.
I don't
You
know.
let me. You basically set down the soapbox and said, "Ryan, just stand. Can you stand on this real quick?" I was
Yeah,
gonna.
because I don't like this rule, so I want to like gather some support and be like,
I mean, it's gonna make a lot of series end very close, but it's not gonna feel very good for the players. Like that game. That game doesn't feel good. Like you pick China and then you confirm it, and then they pick Russia, and they're over there smiling, and you just feel like, oh man, well, I don't. This isn't even fair. But I guess I just have to go lose this game now because I picked the Civ. So.
yeah. I one thing I do like about it is that it does add like you have to choose your civs a lot more carefully right now.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I do add. Like it adds like a psychological and strategical factor in this civ picking thing. So that's a good thing, I suppose.
It is helping the betters out right now too. I think a lot of people were going to give a lot of points to that one guy who bet on the 2-0. So
Yeah.
if it did turn out that way, um,
Yeah. On the other hand, I'm not sure if Sampu would have lost if it had been Germany. To be honest, I think although Lucas is apparently quite good with China, so
yeah,
he couldn't really show it because he kind of I think he never really played against something like this, right? Because he doesn't have as much experience.
yep,
Because from what he was doing, he just went pretty greedy still, and I feel like if he had known that something like that was coming, because he also didn't pull his fills back and he didn't herd as carefully as he could have, I feel like he didn't really expect it. And if he had expected it, maybe he would have done some sort of semi-IFF or like even colonial, maybe.
yeah. I mean, I think that makes sense. And so Sampu going with, and here we are, another epic counter civ. India just destroys Russia. So let's go. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Sampu plays into this matchup actually, because he's always complaining about how imbalanced this matchup is.
Well, he has no choice. So if he wants to play for Russia, this is
Oh
what.
yeah, yes. He picked Russia first. He has to. Ooh. Uh, I'm surprised that he picks Russia then actually. I would have thought that he would have gone for India, but he's sticking to his guns and to his favorite or best civ, I suppose. And I like I said, I don't know Lucas too well, so I don't know how good his China is, his India is, but if it's anything as good as his Japan, then I think he has this matchup.
Yeah, but at the same time, we also have to remember, like, the first game, Sampu played a little bit more of Lucas's game, and I feel like, which is not, these early aggressive plays, they
Yeah.
take experience, like, a lot of experience playing against it, knowing specifically when you need to make which units and exactly where to put them, and all these
Mhm.
little details that add up big. And I think the first game on the Japan-India game was just there weren't that many like little things you had to do right. It was more just macro well,
Yeah.
hold the angle and then just kind of go from there. So.
And also, aggressive gameplay, like you said, is really Somppu's forte. Like that's what he's really good at, like rushing into your base and kind of denying you of resources. He might not have the best micro, but he does have like the game sense to be right where he needs to be at the moment to deny you stuff. And like he came in right at the right moment, as you said, right? If he had been like 10 seconds slower, then the wonder would have gone up and he would have had like coin or something for 1 minute man pop. But he came right at the exact moment where he should have come in, and he denied basically the age up. So that's the kind of thing that he's good at, and we might see him do something like this again.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, basically in this matchup, if you survive past 10 minutes and you're able to gather resources from there, like you're golden as India. But like you said, it's challenging. It's not super easy to get there. There's tons of ways to get in trouble on the way. So.
It seems like Somppu being a little bit of aggressive with his explorer, trying to deny treasures to the Indian player, but he's not really succeeding. So I think he should have maybe better gone pick up this like 90 wood treasure that's close to his base, or the 100 food, which he's going to now.
So he came in the middle of the map and picked up a 30 XP, and the explorer happened to walk by. And I'm a fan of snaring it if it walks by, just because.
He did snare it, but then it walked back
exactly.
to.
So now he's kind of treasuring again. Is he? Oh, you're saying he's still trying to look? Yeah, I guess at this point now he's probably better off going for his own stuff.
Yeah. Quite nice treasures, small treasures, both picked up by both players. 40 coin and 50 wood by Lucas, 50 coin by Somppu. You'll probably see either the 100 food or the 90 wood as well. Both players shipping the wood trickle. Yeah, I hope India sees like this 100 food treasure, although I suppose right now it's maybe a bit too late.
Sorry, just trying to get the SmackDown thing figured out. Yeah, he does see this 100 food, so I'm not worried about the 100 food more than the 90 wood, and I think Somppu's going to go for it.
Yeah, he's going to pick up. And 2 villagers coming forward.
Yep, I mean, that blockhouse is going to be like, he may even build it like across the island. I know he won't, but it would be pretty funny if he like put it up by that trade post up here. Like he got really ballsy with it, I think we'll see it go. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I did not like that aggro placement at all, actually.
No, I don't like it either. He should have done it more defensive. It might actually be denied.
It may actually turn out. It may turn out
4 villagers. Ooh, that's a lot too, and they have to walk quite far. And Somppu will see it.
Yes, he gets
Somppu will see it, and I don't know what he will do now. I think this is good for him.
Yeah,
I don't like where he's going though.
I do. I love it, dude. I think he sets up a blockhouse over here and makes it real awkward to have the aggro where it is. And that's going to be those small little tricks to defending kind of thing. He's going to end up in this position where units are flowing through here straight into his eco, and his aggro fort is just not there. I love the market spot.
Like,
though.
Yeah, exactly. With a little wall there next to the TP and the thing, and he's just suddenly forced into like an awkward funnel where he has to go through. And
if he walls these things?
Yeah, exactly. If he walls those parts, then suddenly this blockhouse is totally isolated. And what you said about Russia being able to walk into India's eco is equally true about India being able to walk into China's eco, right?
Yeah, Russia's eco, but yes.
Yeah, Russia's eco, sorry. If like 12 musketeers walk into there, that's going to be awkward as well.
Yeah, and I feel like this is going to be one of those games where the camera is being panned around quite a bit. There's going to be units everywhere pretty soon based on how awkward this setup is. I do like that he's gone with 4 bills on the Wonder. It shows that he's intending to make units. He's not going for the ridiculous builds like the 150, 150, 150 upgrade first or anything like that. So
yeah, you can't really do that in this matchup.
No.
I think though that the Wonder is in a bad spot though. He should have
place it more defensively. Right now, it doesn't really cover anything. And 5 Cossacks on the field.
And 10 Strelets coming behind it, by the way.
This is
And another
problematic.
10 in queue. So it's going to be a very large mass here. And there's only Seaboy in the queue for Lucas, and he's a little bit low on resources. So just kind of keeping that in mind. We may not see. I'm not sure what his first shipment's going to be. If it's for Soar, he's in a fantastic spot. If it's anything else, he's in trouble. It's 5 Seaboy. That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
It's not as good as it
and
could
the elephants sadly weren't full health. Otherwise, they could have cleaned up these Strelets. Right now, they can't. He's not taking too much damage, though. He's being forced off resources for a few seconds, but nothing really serious. I'm not sure. I actually do like this, the Force Soar in this situation. If Force Soar had come, that probably would have been a good game right there.
Yeah, it definitely would have been. But stupid me, forgot the overlay. Fuck me. So,
oh no.
I hate that, dude. I need to have like an automatic function that changes the overlay.
They're all chatting me in Skype as well.
Oh no.
But I turned off like all the notifications. So.
From now on, I'm gonna add someone to the call who's watching the stream who sits in the call muted and then is able to inform on these things. Anyway, Strela's in the base. 3 Cossacks here. 4 Cossack shipment, like you said. So he is just piling on the Cav Strela. But timing, like we mentioned, every minute that passes by is moving more and more to India's favor.
Yep.
So.
And he doesn't have a market yet, so he's pretty all in at this moment.
Yeah, and Seaport, like the amount of Strelats he has seems like a large number, but you have to remember just how bad they are. They're like half of a unit each, so really just having Seaboy isn't even that bad here. And with a good Minuteman pop, I think even right now he could just kill this entire army.
Yeah, and in the end, the aggro placement is not that bad because he can't really walk through here, and there are not that many resources from the side where his army is at right now. So I would like to see Lucas going over there and just hurt there instead of having all these vills going in and out of the TC all the time. He is going to lose 2 vills now, or 1 at least, 2 in the end. So a bit slow reaction time there. So. At the same time, Somppu is losing 2 Cossacks, so 2.5 basically. 4 Soars coming now. Not sure if I like that. Perhaps it's a good idea, and in the end, because 13 Strelets has also been shipped.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, if he hides, it's way, way, way better if he hides it. I'll just put it that way. But he's not. I don't think he will. But if you hide it, it's way better.
I think he could have delayed it 1 more shipment.
Yeah, that's what I think so too. But
I think he should have sent 300 export and gotten
auto cons.
Yeah, auto consulate, and then 3 Hussars, and then
minutes and the Soar. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
When Sompu's coming in right now, you probably be able to hold off long enough.
He could fight it right now. It looks scarier than it is. So.
Yeah, with Minuteman he can fight it for sure, but he kind of has to bait Sompu in a little bit further and then pop Minuteman in the back, and
yeah,
that's what I want to see.
I like the fact he still has both elephants up too. Elephants, since the villagers don't walk, they're almost faster food than regular hunts because you sit on it for so long and don't move.
He should have made a little wall. If he had walled this part, he would have been in such a good spot. India, I would have loved India's position.
Yeah, no, he's just he's over. He's baiting him right now. Lucas was just Lucas needs to be confident though, man. He's just not confident that he can do it. There we go. Minutemen are pop. Oh, I was just in advance. Like that looked like a Minuteman pop situation.
Yeah, exactly. And the rest of the army was quite far, so he would have lost quite a lot of Strelats.
Yeah.
As I said, he's kind of not using the resources in the back of his base, like over here and over there. He could have had like.
Oh, here we go. Overextended.
Like, oh yeah.
These Strelats are he's gonna lose at least 5 Strelats here to the Pokes and Soars.
Coin has been shipped. I don't know if I like that.
I'm okay with that. I mean, this is a huge fight, so only four Cossacks left in the mix here, and Musket's getting in the front here to block the Soar, and he's kind of getting out, but I feel like he's gonna pay a price for this for sure. Huge stomp going down on all the units. The hand attack minutes are getting in there on the Cossacks a bit, and Sompu's just kind of rearranging his army more than attacking, and the Seapoy are just going to clean up here.
The Seapoy are doing so good, and the Minutemen coming in too now.
Yeah, just to soak a little bit.
Yeah, that went quite well for Lucas. It could have gone a little bit better, but he cleaned up like almost all of the Musketeers right now. And he just shipped 600 coin, so might see Tiger Claws next. And Sampu still has. He just sipped 700 coin, so he's only now just like transitioning out of his all-in rush, right? Like
Yeah, he had just gotten hunting dogs only a little while ago. It's his only market tech.
We'll probably see a stable coming out of him, or maybe an extra blockhouse.
700 wood just landed too, so.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
I would also like a consulate now from Lucas, and then 300 export next, and then he's good to go, I think.
I would even skip that. I think I would do like wood trickle. I would do wood trickle and then in consulate for Ottoman villas without the tech, and just go from there into, because then you've just shipped like 9 villas basically all at once, and so from there then you
have to consider that he's kind of like. Well,
contained,
he still has,
but he's got 2 full sets of resources, so I'm
true.
okay with that. He's got enough to make a full massive Zam, Soar, Gurkha, and just.
But he also lost a few vills, though. I think he lost like 5 or 6 vills. So.
Yeah, they're equal on vills right now. Actually, I guess down by 3 vills. Lucas is down by 3 vills.
I think if he ships 300 export now, sends like double. I think he can get like 2 times 3 hussars, probably.
Yeah, he can. He's got 800 export. He just sent the card.
Yeah, if he gets 2 of those and goes now, I think he absolutely crushes the Russia army, because it's mainly strelets.
Yeah, and only like 7 muskets. And but the thing is, he doesn't know that piece of knowledge, right? So
no, but
he's taking a pretty big risk.
Yeah, I would do that. I would absolutely timing push right now. He has so many sepoy, and they're so strong. Just like 2 auto consulates, then you have 6 almost veteran hussars, and he has 5 sowers, right? So he's gonna crush
So good news is the first hussar batch came out. He's 25 exports shy of the next one, but he does have enough for minutes, and you almost want to see everything just hidden here again.
Sampu's pushing now, and that's gonna go disastrous for him, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be.
He forgot his musketeers. Oh god, that's terrible.
Oh no, this is gonna be a game-losing fight here. He's about to get it's about to get smashed. Ottoman minutes have not been sent, by the way, so we are just hanging on here. There's 5 export away from 3 more gardeners. Soars all over the other cab. Cossacks kind of slowing it down a little bit as the Strelets just try to run for their lives.
And the elephants being revived.
Yeah, in the middle of everything, there's just 2 giant elephants stomping things.
Yeah.
And this is just, I mean, it's good job by Sampu getting out here, but he's losing. He lost 9 Cossacks to get out. So with 5 more Soar coming.
He's not even out, because there's 4 more Sowers, and I think also 3 more Hussars.
He could call the Gardeners. He hasn't yet. He's able to now.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to see it.
Oh dear lord.
Oh no, those muskets are getting a nice hand attack off, but just not they're Russian muskets, so it's just not enough. I mean, it's going to be close whether he gets out of this. There's 5 more Cossacks. I think he'll make it out those Strelets. I wouldn't push on that. Though? Yeah, exactly. At what cost?
I would maybe not even send the Hussars anymore. I'd just go for Vills now.
Yeah, I was happy going for Vil wood trickle again. So I don't think the Gardeners made a big difference in that fight, really. Like he already won it. He already was going to win that super hard.
I think they did pretty good against the Cossacks.
They did. They didn't do. I'm not saying they did bad. I mean, they were helpful for sure. It's just I think he's already enough ahead militarily that he can.
He could have afforded both, right? I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay.
I love this. I love how this map is played out. There's just no opportunity to raid. Like even these Cossacks are walking over a dead explorer on the way through. Like just
at the same time, we're saying all these things, but I think that he didn't capitalize on that as much as he could have.
Yeah, with the walls could have been abused. Yeah.
No, maybe not even that. But after that fight, I think he could have pushed in and kind of finished him off. He let him get another blockhouse right now, and remax Cossacks. And when right now, that's a huge thing. There is no boyars yet. But if he waits, the next card will probably be boyars, and then it will be a lot harder to take a good fight against Russia.
Yeah, that's true. And there's you also remember he's going Sepoy Soar, which is nowhere near as good as Zam Gurkha Soar. The magic of fighting Russia is being able to keep most of their units disengaged while just picking hard counters, like with Gurkha, Soar, and Zam. So I think you know,
He did just send Desert Terror
and Camel Attack.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if he goes now, then he will smash it because there's still no Bowyers and
It's on the way now too. That's the funny part. I'm almost positive it will be. I mean, looking at the timings of things, it's got to be coming soon.
But Lucas is thinking about attacking. Maybe not. I'm not sure. He has to go, man.
I think he's just kind of indecisive here, because he's this is game point in tournament. I don't think he wants to commit to something under 3 blockhouses on game point.
Yeah.
I would rather see. You know what I'd really rather see him do? I'd rather see him migrate these villas along with his army to like this mine and just jam everything in here and make him have to deal with it, because SomppuKunkku's totally committed to holding a useless position for him right here. So I mean, yeah, like this right here, just go, right?
Both are going for a raid now though, and Cossacks are better at raiding.
And Sepoy are way out of position here. He sees it right away. That's good. The Sepoy are going to react. I'm sure of that. And see, here these villas go. I like this. I like the flow that he's taking here. And I also like the raid. He's going to get 5 villas of his own here and only lose 3. So I'd say it's a win for him. And he's disrupting this hunt.
The score are evened up right now, and I think that means that Russia is not doing bad. So this is a very close game still.
Yeah,
and as you said, he doesn't have the best composition right now. Like, he could have done really good because there are not that many musketeers, but as soon as SomppuKunkku just made like 15 musketeers.
Look at this though. He missed this, unfortunately, but he could have killed 20 villas there, and SomppuKunkku's not really putting any real threat in with this push. Like,
yeah, I do feel that Lucas has to switch now to Brit Consulate and transition out of this Sepoy Sower. He has to make some Zams at least, and preferably some Gurkha too.
Yeah, I'd like to see Gurkha as well. Now SomppuKunkku's blocking up his home base, and he is out of hunts. Like, he's got only 1 hunt left, but he's on berries. But at the same time, so is Lucas. So
yeah,
this game just seems wild to me. I don't know. We could very easily see this fight like it just starts, and then all of a sudden, randomly, Russia has nothing left, and
yeah, or the other way around.
Or the other way around, yeah.
The army is really growing right now, and these are Cossacks that have Bowyers, and soon I think the other card will be sent as well, and then they do really good against Sower. Because Sower realistically get attack upgrades, but they're only really against like infantry, right? That it matters.
Yeah, the Camel Attack is an insane card, but Desert Terror is not very good, and all these villas are very vulnerable right now. And this is just kind of, I don't know. It's just, I feel like Lucas just doesn't know what he wants to be doing right now, right? I mean,
the Cossack are out of position though, and he's going for the attack and catching the Strelets out of position as well.
And 3 more Gardeners in the mix too.
Yeah, and he's kind of like in between.
SomppuKunkku's gonna do his hand attack thing now. He's gonna just put them all in hand attack and let him go. You can feel it.
But like the Cossacks are in such an awkward spot. They have to fight through all of these sepoys, and so many of them are dying, while like the musketeers are in the middle, and all of the Strelets are being caught out of position, and this is just terrible.
Yeah, and this is what we were talking about, right? Like, 15 muskets at once coming out here for it.
Does it matter? I mean,
4th blockhouse
just died.
4 blockhouse. You have to remember, there's 4 towers shooting at his army the entire time, and it's starting to dwindle.
There's no reason for Lucas to stay here. He cleans up this army, and then he just migrates into SomppuKunkku's base.
I would actually, yeah. I think you just stay too, though.
Why would you stay? I mean, there's 4 towers shooting at you. This is only just you losing. If you just move right now to the base, I mean, what?
I wouldn't have been here in the first place.
No resources at all.
Yeah. If I wouldn't have been here in the first place, but now that I'm here, I feel like I would probably try to siege down the blockhouses. I'm not sure why, but
he's even building a 5th blockhouse. I would just.
It's just obnoxious, yeah.
He did lose so much resources, and as you said, he's out of hunts.
Yep, he's staying.
And I don't think he even.
Why would you kill a stable too? This is kind of, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I wouldn't even stay.
He actually could lose this game still very easily because he doesn't have that decisive of a military advantage here. And so you have to remember, SomppuKunkku's got 50 villagers just pounding away on resources for free right now, while these blockhouses are softening things up. So
that's what I said. I would leave this
Yeah.
position. I would leave, not even siege it down. I mean, in the end, it is 20 pop, so that's nice to siege down. But other than that,
It's also just this position that frees him up to gather resource. I don't know, it's one of those things where now units can't be coming out of this area anymore.
That's true. But if you deny him from gathering any resources, then there won't be anything coming out of that too, right? I mean, he could have just as easily, like, all the HP that he's taking off these blockhouses is a TC. He could have just marched there, and Sampu's on a mill now, so I do feel that Lucas is actually taking this game, and this is crazy.
This is. I think Lucas is way ahead right now. He's ninjaing in 3 builds. He's gonna finish his blockhouse.
Fencing school just came from Russia.
That's how you know you're out of Age 2 shipments when you send a training speed card in a supremacy game. But and look at the villager counts; things have evened up, and there's really just I don't see any way for Sampu to ever kill these Strelets, right? So. It doesn't really matter. Lucas can do whatever he wants at this point. You know, he's garnered enough of an advantage where he can slow roll it and clean up these blockhouses, and then just kind of.
Yeah, exactly. There's like as you said, just Sampu had to go on mills. He didn't have any. He just snuck out some like 10 vills out here together, but even that hunt is running out. Oh no, there's a second one, but still.
And he also knows about it, by the way, because he rated that earlier.
Yeah. Minuteman being called from the TC, kind of a desperation move there.
Those are some Samwise 12 minutes.
Yeah. Well, Samwise would have called them for the big fight there.
Yeah.
They probably would have made a difference.
They would have been like in here. They would have been like in this push on the TC. There would have been minutes in the mix.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, huge mess of C-Boy just walking straight into Sampu's base, and exactly where Sampu wants him to, but he's already just too far behind. It's 43 military against a 0.
And he's raiding. He's raiding this, so that's 10 vills that's just gonna die. Like a hidden stable coming down there. But does it even matter?
No. Because at this point, you've gotten to the point as Green, as Lucas, where you're never going to lose your army again for the rest of the game.
Yep. And he can just age up right now. He doesn't even have to make any more units. I mean, he's making more units, but he could have just as well save up to age.
He's killed 8 blockhouses. I mean, come on. He's like when he kills these 2, he'll have killed 8 blockhouses. That's like 2,000 wood.
I would just ignore them and go for the vills, to be honest, or split off. Yeah, as he's doing now, split off the army. He's gonna kill like 10 vills in all together. Like these Sowars are still killing vills. So this is quite an upset. 2-1 here from Lucas, and who would have thought this?
Wait, Sampu's going Fortress. We could, I'm not sure what he's gonna pull out of his hat here, but he's halfway to Fortress.
This is a typical Sampu Fortress age up. He's like, I don't know what to do. I lost all my units. I lost all my blockhouses. I can't make units, so I just age up.
Yeah, I am not saying he's gonna win from here, but I mean he's got 120 food in the bank, so
1,200 food.
120.
Oh yeah, there's nothing.
He can get 2 Opry out, and does have to kill every single villager, and then the 2 Falcons have to kill the entire army.
Yeah.
I hope he queues up the Opry.
I don't think he will even get something out before the TC goes down. Honestly.
Yeah.
This TC will go down so quick. It will go down before 40 seconds are over, and he already used Minuteman, so this is just game over. Who would have thought? I'm impressed here by Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last stand for for Sampu here. The rest of everything else is just kind of blowing up. So I think his shipment got canceled, like you said it would. So I think that's why he's trying to build the blockhouse, because he wants to get a shipment out of it.
The vills are sieging.
Yeah, like he's just getting worked over everywhere on the map at this point.
Even if he does get a shipment, and that's a good game.
Yeah, good game.
Wow, that's quite an upset here. I don't know what else to call it.
It's definitely an upset for sure. I mean, Sampu has been playing for a while, and he's especially as Russia was in 2 of the games. It's crazy.
We might have to revise the theory here too, that treaty players are better at are the worst players, because I don't think that like Sampu is a brigadier. I don't think that any supremacy player did that well or took off such a high-profile player in the treaty tournament.
Yes, maybe I have to rethink my worldview. Treaties.
Let's do some deep thinking here.
Yeah, exactly. Or Sampu needs to just get better at the game. One of those 2.
Yeah.
But seriously, though, these were some good games. So
they were good games for sure.
Yeah. little bit of counter civving in the second 2 games, which we both have our feelings about that. But non-mirrors are non-mirrors. So 2-1 for Lucas, and now I think it's time to hand it over to Zuda and interjection. I see him in the chat too. We're moving on to Saturday SmackDown. So
Alright.
thank you for watching, guys, and remember to check out the stream tomorrow. I'm sure you've seen enough of the overlay based on what I was doing earlier, so I won't leave it up for long. But starting 15:30 GMT tomorrow, full day of games is coming. So looking forward to that too.
Good night, guys.